Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakwak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. So today's lesson, I want to get into the topic of Yahweh's timing. All right, the reason why I say Yahweh's timing is because, you know, there are oftentimes, and it's like it, because I remember listening to a brother's video or lesson that basically said, I'll just tell you the story first and then I'll get into the lesson. Basically, he said that there's this woman, I don't know if it was real or if it was just a parable or whatever, but there was this woman that wanted kids. She wanted to have kids and whatnot, and basically she just never was having kids. She just could not have kids, and basically what happened was, she kept on begging, asking the Lord, give her kids, this whatnot. So then he said, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And then what happened was she had kids, and then now she had a kid, and then now that kid is such a financial burden. Like there's all these issues and problems with the kid, and then now like it's just too much to ask, and basically she regrets having the kid. And that's basically the thing. That's basically the lesson, for the most part, of what he was getting at, where you need to understand. I'm not necessarily going to say that, but that is an important aspect to it. Okay, that's not the entirety of this lesson I'm making, but that is an important thing for you to understand. That, let's say for example, you really want a fancy car. Okay, now from my experience, when I had a nice car, I was living in a nice Slacky. I was living in the hood, the ghetto and whatnot. And what would happen was that people would always, put nails on our near our tires, so that when we left, when we were exiting, the tires would, or the nails would get into the tires, and then we would have to constantly buy or constantly fill up the air, or have to buy new tires. Like that was how things were, where we had a nice car and like it's inconvenient. And now for you, let's say for example, I don't know if this applies to you, but I'm just telling you an example, okay? Because the parallel is still applicable, even though it might the aspect rate, the thing doesn't apply, isn't a one-to-one translation. But basically the lesson is how you, even though you might say you want something, the Lord might not be giving it to you. Maybe even though you might deserve it, you might have done all the right things. You might have been on the making a million lessons. Following the Lord exactly how He told you to do, doing everything, being the perfect Israelite. All right, you might be the perfect Israelite and all that stuff. But the thing is that the Lord is sparing you. I'll say sparing you from certain issues, certain problems or whatever, by not giving you something, not giving the thing that you want at a certain point in time. All right, that's the main thing that we need to remember, is that everything goes by YAHAWAH's timing and not our own timing. All right, now Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. So now, right now, you might be saying, okay, you know what, I don't have a car, so let me go buy this fancy car and whatnot. I need to get this, I need to do this X, Y, and Z. I want this Mustang and whatnot. I can get it, but the Lord for some reason stops you from getting it. The Lord from some reason prevents you from being able to do that, even though you don't have a car, you need a car, and this is the car that you wanted, but the Lord instead, sends you something else. All right, something that is actually more convenient and more suitable for you and your current needs. And that's where you really just have to trust in the Lord. All right, you have to just trust, because even though you might want something, maybe it might be in your grasp your reach and whatnot, you might be capable of getting it right then and there, but the Lord is stopping you because that's not what is right for you right then and there. All right. Now this also translates into other things where things like, let's say you might not what's it called? You might not see. All right. Like an example of this, going back into the whole kid, having a child, parable, allegory, whatever you want to call it. It's the exact same thing where the Lord is saying, oh well, Slaki, you might be asking the Lord, oh, I want a wife, or I want a husband and whatnot. I want this, I want that, but that might not be the best thing for you right now. It might cause too much. It might cause too much issues, too much trouble for you. That's why the Lord is, keeping certain things away from you, or keeping you away from certain things, because that is going to get in the way of your salvation. So that's why the Lord sometimes doesn't just let us have whatever we ask for. Now, although, let me get this. All right, let me also get this, Slakia. At the same time, you might think, you might think this. Hold on. Sit. John 14:13, and whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, and the Father may be glorified in the Son. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. So basically, yeah, we remember this. So even though we're trying our best, you know what? I'm a diligent servant of YAHAWAH. I'm trying my best to serve Him. I'm trying my best to stay on the Lord's good side. I want the Lord to acknowledge me. I want the Lord to say, you know what, you servant, you did good, you did this, I'm proud of you, X, Y, and Z and whatnot. You might be doing all the right things, but at the end of the day, all right, it's not perfect, it's not right, it's not time for you. Okay, an example is that whole marriage thing where we might be saying, yeah, we want this, we want that, we want I want a wife, I want a husband and whatnot, but yet it's not the right time. You're not ready for it. All right. So as a result of that, that's where we need to have patience. Okay, because the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Let me get this. Okay, because all this is very serious. And you see, I have all these freaking precepts ready. Right. So it's going to be a lot. Numbers 23:19. Yahweh is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall not he do it? Or hath he spoken, shall he not make it good? Okay, so the things that the Lord said, okay, he means it. If you are a diligent servant, if you're doing your best to please Yahawadah, and you might be praying day and night, all right, for the longest time, all right, saying, please give me this car, please give me this game, please give me this this husband, please give me this wife, whatever. And when I say husband, I'm not talking about that alphabet stuff. I'm talking about if you are a woman, all right, because I'm speaking on behalf of women as well. Okay, just so you know, I just need to make that certain, so there's nothing lost in translation. Slakia. Anyway, as I was saying, so as a result of that, you might be praying for whatever the frick you're praying for, asking the Lord or begging the Lord constantly, day in and night for whatever you need. And remember that yes, even though it might be a week, a month, a year, maybe multiple years, whatever, and you still haven't gotten it, the fact of the matter is that it is just not your time yet. Okay, and you need, and speaking myself first and foremost, okay, it's a hard thing to kind of just let me get this. It's a hard thing to kind of accept, all right, but we have to accept it because we know we trust. We have to trust in the Lord. Okay, let's just get that verse. Where was it? It's Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Okay, so you might be suffering, but don't lean unto that own understanding of why would the Lord do this? Why is the Lord forsaking me and whatnot? And like, no, don't be thinking like that. Okay, yes, it's gonna be hard, but just trust in the Lord. Trust that the Lord is gonna make it right. All right. Hell, you never know, because like sometimes the Lord, sometimes in your patience, the Lord is perfecting it. Slacky. There was this one thing. All right, Slacky, because this is something that happened to me. This is something that I remembered. Basically, what happened with me, I'm not gonna tell it because it's too personal. But there was something that I was asking for. All right, and recently, I was hearing some good news about the thing that I was waiting for, and in terms of like all that stuff, I was like, oh my God, damn! I've been praying for this for the longest time. I've been praying for this one thing, X, Y, and Z and whatnot. And then the update that I hear is that the Lord is working. The Lord is working on it. through the Spirit, I hearing all this updates on it, and it's like, oh shit, the Lord is working on it. He didn't forget me. All right, and that's a beautiful thing to hear. Call YAHAWAH, like that is, I'm telling you right fucking now, it is so imperative. All right, look that word up, imperative. Imperative, vital, of vital importance, crucial, giving an authoritative command, peremptory. All right, it is imperative that you trust in Yahawadah, because you might not be seeing what's going on the front. You might not understand or know, what is the Lord doing, how is the Lord working on doing X, Y, and Z and whatnot. But He is working on it. He's working on what you want, especially if you have trust in Him, or if you believe, or if you're a believer, then you know that the Lord is not going to just leave you high and dry. All right, he's looking out for you. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I need to say. All right, it's literally that beautiful how the Lord is. He's working on it. All right. Anyway, let's go back. Where was I? Oh yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. And that's another thing where, oh my God, I just messed up on something. But anyway, the Lord's not going to put you something that is more than you can bear. You might be thinking like, oh man, I really need this car. Like I keep on walking every day. My legs are this and the third and whatnot, or whatever other issues you're going through. All right, whatever other issues you're going through. All right, you might be struggling and suffering, but the Lord made it so that you're able to persevere, to able to endure. And enduring, that's the main thing of this walk. That's the main topic of this walk. All right, Matthew chapter 24 verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, yes, we're gonna go through some hardship, but we have to endure. We have to trust that Yahawadah is going to take care of us, going to help us out in all these problems and situations that we're in. Okay, you have to believe that. You have to understand that the Lord is going to take care of us. All right, where is that one precept? Where is it? Where was it? And now I forgot what I wanted to say because I was looking for the thing. Slovakia. Whatever, let's continue on. Yahawadah, it'll come back to me. So 2 Samuel chapter 2, 2 Samuel 22 verse 33, Yahweh is my strength and power, and He maketh my way perfect. Okay, now this is another thing where, again, it might seem like things are more than you can bear. All right, and trust me, I've been in that situation where like you're faced with, even when you're faced with certain struggles, not just something that's just personal, but like a sort of conflict. All right, like let's say you're faced with a conflict that also might be something that you feel like, why is this happening to me? This is not something that I can handle, or I can take. All right, but yet the Lord is strengthening us, and he's filling us with his spirit to be able to handle it. All right, let's actually get this. It's in John 14:16, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. And that's basically the thing. That's what gives us the strength to be able to persevere and push through all throughout our hardships. All right, where we're waiting for the Lord to deliver us. We're waiting for the Lord to help us. We're waiting for the Lord to bless us. All right, all these things are the contributing factors to it, where we might be struggling, but it is the Lord that helps us to push through. All right, it's not of our own selves. Okay, let me get this. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Okay, so yeah, like that's the thing, where if you are spiritual, if you have the Holy Spirit in you, okay, you're going to be spiritual, and as a result of that, you're going to be able to just say, okay, you know what, I took a L today, I got spiritually hurt, mentally hurt, physically hurt, whatever, I'm just going to take it on the chin, and I'm going to keep on going. Let me also get this. There was another good one. It was it's Ecclesiasticus chapter, I was about to say 12, chapter 2, verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Okay. Verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So basically, yeah, like this is the thing where, verse 2 as well. Honestly, you can read all the way down to verse 7, but I just want to get to the point. Verse 2, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. All right, so that verse 3 is Lakia, cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Okay, so keep on enduring. So even when you feel like I'm about to lose, like I want to just give up, I don't want to keep on having to struggle, I don't want to keep on having to go through this hardship and whatnot, but it's through that perseverance, it's through that struggle, that fighting, even when you feel like you want to give up, even when you want to give up, all right, you still persevere, you still struggle, you still fight through it, okay, regardless, because because the Lord is filling you with His Spirit and making you able to make it through. And you have that what is it called? You have that ability to be able to be renewed day by day, and like, okay, you know what? I went through something terrible yesterday. Today it's a new day. I'm just gonna keep on going, even if it's good or bad. I know there's just and Zach, that's the thing, where it could be so many days of bad, good, or bad, worse, bad, and all these different things, where you just feel like there's just no end in sight, but yet you still persevere. And that's the thing, okay, where you're going through all these bad days, because you know that at the end of it, and that's just the generality of Israelites in general, where we are pushing through, we're still trying to. I'll admit, that has been an increasing problem, where our people, I think there's a new statistic that said that self-unalivings has been taking our people out a lot. I think that is a new statistic. I think. Don't quote me on that. All right. I genuinely could be wrong, but that's literally what I heard. But basically, self-unalivings have been a common occurrence for Israelites, for more specifically so-called black men. All right. As of recent years. So as a result of that, like that, there are a lot of us that are just not. I don't want to say us, because there's a differentiation between Jake and Jacob. Jacob are, I call people that are in the truth Israelites. Okay, brothers and sisters. I call them Israelites. And then there's Jake, where those are the Jakes that are actually, you know, taking their own, you know, they're self-deleting themselves. All right. So basically, as a result of that, you know, that is basically the main thing. That's what's going on right now. But for us, we are just trying to persevere. And even when we feel like why are we still doing this? Why are we still pushing through and all this stuff? It's like, okay, you know what? Yes, I know things are hard, but we're gonna keep on going. We need to just wait for the Lord to say, it is time now. Let me get you out of here. All right, you did your part. All right, you did your part. All right, you did good. You pushed through. Now let me see. Honestly, I think that's it. This video has gotten long enough. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakwakwadah, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Abad, and Shalom.